Hey there, mama friend, and welcome to the 5-Minute Mom Podcast, where we'll talk about real life, real faith, real fast. For today's show notes or to get free Monday Mom Devotionals, visit audrahaney.com. Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today, I'm so excited to share with you about one of my favorite books that I read recently. It's called 7 Women by Eric Metaxas, and after reading it, at some point my friends had to say, "Okay, crazy lady, enough already. You've already told us you love the book." But truly, it's amazing because it's 7 short biographies of real women in history. And you guys, no one writes a better story than God. They led the most incredible lives. Eric is a really great historian, and he profiles Joan of Arc, Hannah More, Saint Maria of Paris, Corrie ten Boom, Rosa Parks, and Mother Teresa. I mean, does it get any better than that? But the story that stuck out to me the most was the biography of Susanna Wesley. And here's why. Susanna was basically a stay-at-home mom, and not just a stay-at-home mom, but like the Olympian of stay-at-home moms. She had 10 children, and there are so many stunning details about her life, but the most notable thing is that she lived a life of incredible hardship. She lived in poverty most of her life because of her husband's addictions and poor decision-making. She suffered the loss of several children. They battled social shunnings, disease, and many heartaches. And basically, she died unknown by the world with next to nothing to her name. But man, she left a mighty legacy. But the secret to Susanna's greatness was her heart for prayer and the discipleship of her children. Her children went on to tell about how she would often pray in the middle of the home, in the midst of all the chaos, with her apron over her head. And the children knew not to bother Mama when she had the apron over her head. And because of her passion for discipleship and education, including the education of her daughters, which was very forward-thinking for her time, Susanna literally changed the world. Her sons John and Charles Wesley were responsible for the greatest revival that England and possibly the world has ever seen. And they were one of the largest influencers of William Wilberforce, who went on to be a key force in abolishing slavery in England, and that later spilled over into the abolishment of slavery in the United States. And if you've ever sung "Hark the Herald Angels Sing," you can thank Charles for that and his faithful mama. Metaxas wrote in this book about Susanna, "Anyone believing that the life of a woman dedicated to her family must be less than optimal cannot know the story of Susanna Wesley. She used her intellect, creativity, time, energies, and will in such a way that can hardly be reckoned. The world in which we live owes much of the goodness in it to her life." I'm not sure if Susanna, uncelebrated and unseen in her time, ever doubted her influence or her internal importance. But I think the lesson she leaves us, friend, is look at her story, learn from her, and don't doubt your impact. What you are doing is so important. And I pray that today, even if the world doesn't see you, you feel seen, loved, and important to our God. So that's the end of our 5 minutes. Please tune in again soon. If you want to learn more about me or sign up for the podcast newsletter or get a free devotional, visit audrahaney.com. And if you enjoyed this, would you please leave a quick review? Reviews are so important for podcasters, and it helps more moms find us, and it would be a great blessing.